The time is now, and your chance is here. You gotta grab it now, don't let it disappear. Go hard for the things you want, and watch it all happen more than you ever thought. Life is full of many wonders, boy. Don't be afraid to struggle, because it leads to joy. Enemies will come, friends will go too. You got to keep the G when they approach you.
Look at you go.
Thank you.
Wow. You just said, it's so weird watching myself. That's how we feel too, probably. Yeah. Well, in Community Matters this morning, we are joined by, this is his stage name, SINNsizzle.
Yes.
His real name is Nana Owusu.
Yeah.
He's a rapper who was born in Ghana, but later came to the U.S., now calls Burlington his hometown.
Yeah, we just watched a clip from your music video that you shot in Stowe.
Yeah.
How cool was that?
It was a really great experience. I knew that shooting this video, I wanted to try to capture some of Vermont's landscape and its beauty because the name of the mix, or the CD rather, is called Winters in Vermont. And so with the title or the first track being called Never Scared, it kind of gave me an opportunity to play with the vision a little bit. And when I told James and Timber from Trace Eyes Media what my vision was, they kind of got it and they ran with it, and we came out with something incredible. So
yeah, well, let's start a little bit with your background.
Yeah.
Let's start with how long you've been doing the rap stuff and when.
So I have been doing music probably since about the 10th grade.
Okay.
I grew up in New York City and came to UVM on partial debate scholarship. So in 2001, when I came to UVM, you know, the music scene in Burlington was, as far as hip hop, was just kind of emerging, and I made friends quickly. And kind of took to it because folks took to me. They liked what they heard from music, and they liked my personality, and so I kind of was able to build a reputation in Burlington and in the greater Chittenden area and Vermont for being a good performer, which is, you know, kind of what's led me here. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And talk about, so you just released a CD.
We did. Once again, it's called Winters in Vermont. It is self-released through TuneCore, but available on all outlets. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Tidal, and hopefully a couple of other outlets that we're working on if things go through. So it is available. It's called Winters in Vermont, like I said, and it's available everywhere, so we hope folks go get it.
And we want to mention, too, you're the 2014 winner of the King of New England hip hop competition.
Yeah, yeah.
What does that mean for you?
You know, there are, so, you know, in our industry sometimes when you don't have everything it takes to make it all happen, you end up having to do a lot of the back work yourself on the business end. And so friends of mine who are fellow artists put on a competition for other artists, you know, just kind of as an initiator to kind of get us a self-starter almost, to get us all to a place that was better than where we were at the time. And so they got a bunch of artists from New England to get together, put in some money for a prize pool that was going to help all of us be able to expose our talent a little bit more, and I just happened to luck up and come out the winner.
That's
so,
awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, for your album and that song in particular, you know, how do you, when you start to get together to get creative and write that, what was that about?
You know, I think that for me, the artistic taste, or take rather, the artistic take on what I'm going to do with a song comes from trying to find what it is that I'm getting from the music when I hear it. Because I don't have an in-house producer, I tend to look for production, and so when I hear a song or certain instruments, it gives me a vibe and a feeling for where I think I want to go with my lyrics. And priding myself on my lyrics and my writing ability, I make sure that it matches up. And that, you know, the emotion is there, and that hopefully I leave nothing to be missed.
Yeah, and we don't have a ton of time left, but in this one, so Winters in Vermont, what was that, you know, when you're rapping, what was that about?
You know, this particular track is called Never Scared, and I talk about a lot of things that people have come to talk to me about afterwards. You know, I talk about the fact that I've suffered a heart attack. I talk about the fact that, you know, my mom has had a stroke. And so people are taken by the track because they feel like it's personal in the way that I'm letting pieces of myself out there, and they feel like it's something that they can, you know, attach to as well. So I'm always thankful and grateful for that kind of, you know, communication when it happens organically, especially through music, and folks can gravitate to what you do. So
awesome. Well, where can people find? They can find it on iTunes.
Yes.
Can they also find you? Where else can they find you?
They can find me if they just Google SINNsiZZle. They can find me on Spotify. Pandora, any of the other music streaming services that they use. So I'm available everywhere. Just Google it and you can find me.
Awesome. We'll have to have you come on and do more stuff here on The Brew.
I'd love to.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Appreciate you.
We'll be right back.
You're watching Local 40.